One thing I want everyone to consider right now is yes, these are very difficult times for many people, very uncertain times, but based on my experiences with dealing with uncertain situations where you don't know where your next meal might be coming from or if you'll live the next day. Um, the biggest thing I guess I can say, or that I can think of to say right now, is all of us should pay attention to our daily habits and make sure that our daily habits are overall good and productive and continually try to strengthen these behaviors. Continually to just try to get better in general. Practice makes perfect. From what I understand, what people do for 30 days or longer becomes habit. It becomes a part of you. So we need to be very, very careful with allowing bad habits to become a part of our life because we're having a hard time. That's not the answer. It's not the answer to run to the alcohol or to whatever vice you might have, whatever negative behavior you might have. It could be the television. For many people, it's the television and the internet to just bury their heads in it. We have to be very, very careful not to do this. I know it's. I mean, burying your head in the television or the internet. Some may say that's uh, that's relative. It depends on what you're looking at, and that may be true. So if you really genuinely trust your track record and know yourself, and you believe that the time you're spending on the internet is overall productive, then that's up to you, of course. And um, if it's productive, keep it up. But if you're just watching TV and on the internet, just killing time, so to speak, just trying to get through the day. I mean, don't get me wrong. We all have to do our best. I mean, if I mean, I would rather you watch TV than, um, you know, take your life or beat your wife. I know that rhymes. I wasn't really trying to be funny. I was just thinking about how, I guess, according to the news, domestic violence is going up, or incidents of domestic violence are being reported more, and I can see that. I can understand that. People are around each other more than they're used to. Resources are limited. It's overall bad in some ways for a lot of people. You know what? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Um, Self awareness to me is more important than religion, or should be a part of our religion, or our daily makeup. We should keep it on our minds throughout the day. Self awareness. And by self awareness, I mean, why did I get angry at that? Why did I just yell at the person who is providing customer service to me over the phone? I don't normally yell. Why did I get an attitude with that person? Or why am I angry? Why do I feel anger? Period. Where did it come from? Is it their fault? What are the factors involved in me being upset? Or what other factors could there be? Are there any other factors it can be besides them and the action that they took or what they said or did that made me upset? Maybe it's because I'm not working. Maybe it's because I had to decide between getting a beer or buying a bag of beans, depending on your situation. Sadly, right now, I don't hear a whole lot of talk about how this is affecting homeless people. All these businesses are closed. Well, not all, but many businesses are closed. Homeless people relied on some of these businesses to go in there and use the restroom or wash their hands. Take care of some basic hygiene. Maybe go in there with a towel, do some really just get some cleaning done. Now all of these stores and businesses are closed. Where are they going to the restroom? Where are they getting their hands clean? Where are they cleaning at? What precautions are they taking in these missions or at these missions or homeless shelters? I bet it's pretty difficult to practice social distancing when you've got 40, 50 people in a dormitory or in a room. They've let or they've discussed letting people out of jail who have relatively nonviolent crimes to keep them from keep the virus from spreading in the jails. But what about all of these people in these shelters? What are they doing in these shelters? I don't hear much talk about that. Anyway, to shorten this up, let's all just try to have patience with each other, and let's take extra effort to make sure that our behavior is overall positive